Pastor Mitch.
Pastor Nancy.
Here on the Pastor's Buzz, Season 4, with another doozy of a question.
Burning question.
Yeah, burning question, which is, why? Why did you choose to be Presbyterian?
Oh, gosh. Y'all are still
Why
trying
did
to
you
figure
choose
out how
to
do
be
you say Presbyterian.
Yeah.
Most of you have no idea how to spell Presbyterian, right? It's a tough one.
Presbys.
You want to start?
I don't think I chose. I mean, eventually I chose, but initially the reason I ended up in a Presbyterian church was because there was a follower of Jesus who invited me to go to church with them, and I had no idea what it meant to be Presbyterian, but I was attracted to this follower of Jesus. And it was actually a whole family, but then as I had some time in the church, which was a Presbyterian church, that's where I found love, acceptance, family. It's where I heard truths about who I am and who God is, and eventually where I gave my life to Christ. And so I have an incredible fondness for the Presbyterian church, mostly because it changed my life, not because of some special polity that we have, or rules or something like that.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm a Presbyterian, is because the bottom line is the Presbyterian church changed my life.
That's a really much more powerful reason than I have, I'm afraid. Because I think I will. I'm Presbyterian because first and foremost, it's the church of that where I began my life. I mean, literally baptized in the Presbyterian church. Always went to a Presbyterian church with my family, so it's just I was sort of rooted in it because my father and my mother both were really active. I liked it when I was young because one of my best friends was in a denomination. I'm not going to talk about different denomination that didn't do musical instruments. Ooh. And occasionally I'd go with her, and I'm thinking, I don't want to be this. I like it that we have an organ in our church. So that's not a very strong reason for liking it. But early on, it just was where I was rooted. But when I grew up, it was older. I was a member of a Methodist church for a while. I was a member of a Bible church for a little while. And I actually started at an Episcopal seminary because it fit my working schedule. But I never doubted that if I was going to become a pastor, it would be in the Presbyterian tradition. I was just so rooted in it. And it sounds a little hokey, but I have seen it lived out of how connectional it is. That it wasn't one church standing over here and another one over there. That when you're Presbyterian, you really do have this interesting weaving together of a family in the faith. And I like being that connected through. The connectional part is really important to me. I know other churches have that, but I appreciate that, being rooted in that sort of denomination. Also, I grew up knowing that the Presbyterians had been really foundational in the forming of our country and our Constitution, because my dad was in politics. Yeah. And I grew up with that idea, and I just really love the idea of that idea of democracy, and of the idea of the representation in a denomination, that there's not just one person telling everybody what to do. I loved that representation part of it. And I got that from my dad, I think. So anyway, long answer, but...
How about a quick follow-up?
Good.
That's just popped off my head.
Follow-up's good.
If you couldn't be Presbyterian, you couldn't be Presbyterian, you had to go to another church,
what would it be?
What would it be?
Okay, well, since you thought it up, you've had time to, because I was talking, you weren't even listening to me. You were thinking of your answer.
I listened to every word.
So why don't you go on and say what you'd be? Because I got to think about it for a minute.
I feel comfortable in a lot of different churches.
Yeah,
I don't, it's not like that any of them repulse me or anything like that.
No, and there would be some that I couldn't be. Obviously, I couldn't be a
Right.
pastor in a number of them. Like, I wouldn't cut them out, but they've already cut me out.
Yeah.
So I'm a little more limited on on what I could do.
I've felt at home in many Methodist churches, so that would absolutely be someplace that I would explore. And I've felt at home in many Baptist churches too.
And Lutheran, I've been to
And
some
Lutheran churches. Yeah, I mean, went to a Lutheran church when I was a young adult. Served in a Methodist church. Served in a non-denominational mission-based church. So I've had plenty of opportunity to experience it all, and I am most attracted again to churches where I see that the thing that matters to them most is they want to impact people's lives for Jesus in concrete ways, whether that's Methodist, Baptist, Lutheran.
That missional concept.
I went to Church of Christ Church when I was in college. I mean, I've been everywhere.
Yeah.
And any church that has a passion for people and for Jesus and bringing Jesus to people, a personal relationship with Christ, I'm on board with that.
Man, and that ought to be the mission of the church with a big C.
Yeah.
I mean, right? Isn't that kind of what Jesus planned?
Yeah.
Not that they all do it in the same way. Yeah, this is silly, but I probably said this on a bus before, but I do think of it as sort of like ice cream when we're Christians, followers of Jesus. That it's all ice cream, but some of us like chocolate, some of us like strawberry. We have a different flavor that is our favorite and just fits us. That's kind of the way I think of it. So we're sort of a Presbyterian flavor. I like other flavors, but this is my flavor.
Yeah. So the bottom line from this pastor's buzz is go eat a bowl of ice cream.
Here you go.
And enjoy it and love it and own your ice cream.
That's right.
And own your faith too.
We need to create a Presby ice cream. Flavored ice cream.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know what it'd be like.
So yeah, if you enjoy the Presbyterian flavor of church, we love you.
That's right. Come see us.
And come see us. So anyway, we out.